Nah, why is bro built like that? Thank you to our $5 patrons Redwolf, 4765, Midnight Gem Lord, and Sean. And a very big thank you to our $25 patron Alex Ice Rose. Now, we're on this breakdown / live reaction and review of chapter 210 of Blue Loco. Please remember to leave your own list on the chapter in the comment section down below. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, you're at that low notification so you miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon down below. Each as low as $1. You got them $1. Thanks to videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Now, let's hop into the live reaction. What's up, guys? Welcome again. Here we are to do a live reaction to chapter 210 of Blue Loco, which is known as Ace Eater. Ayo. Then again, I'm reading Blue Lock, so I like, everything's a little bit ayo, Blue no, okay, but let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right into the chapter itself. Ending me. Ready? 3, a 2, a 1, go. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I do, in fact. Do I have it on me? Of course I have it on me. You know what I'm talking about. I stay with it on me like that. You know what I'm saying? I was about to grab Lost Vein. I'm just sitting over there. But we ain't talking about Lost Vein. We talking about this bad boy right. And it's peak lock. So, obviously, we gotta be peak. Or do we? Maybe it isn't peak. Maybe Blue Lock will suddenly randomly break its like 25 chapter streak of pure peak every week. Maybe miracles. Would that be a miracle? I don't think that'd be a miracle. I think that'd be a tragedy. But like, I don't know. It's Blue Lock is peak, so let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right in it. Let me that borrow voice acting real quick. I don't think I ever voice acted, bro. Not even last review. Let's see. Ow. Hey, what's up with your hair? Oh. Why is that the first thing he comments on? Brody just headbutted you, and the first thing that you comment on is hair. I mean, I get it. It looks a little out of place, especially considering how, like, pristine Borrow is about his appearance. It's kind of shocking that he would go out of his way to dye his hair. But still, why is that the first thing he notices? Wait a second. Hold on. Let me get the reading apparatus up and close. Because words are small. Let's see. Just because you're worth $1 million... Just because you're worth 100 million doesn't mean you can just dye your hair, King. Narcissist King. I love how everyone, like, no one likes his ego. Well, I think people do. I think people have gotten used to it. But no one's, like, 100% down with his ego and his arrogance and all that. But they still always go out of their way to call him King. Like, I can't think of a single character, except for maybe, like, Ego. Ego's, like, the only one, because he's above all of this. But, like, he's the only character out of our main cast that's actually interacted with Borrow that, like, doesn't call him King ever, except maybe Henri, but I don't think Henri's ever really talked about Borrow. So like, it's so funny that they all still go out of their way to give him the honorific. Like, I don't think I could glaze one of my homies that much. Like, I respect and I care for my homies like any good homie should. But if any one of them came up to me and said, "Call me King," I would look them dead in the eyes and say, "Your name Harlequin or something? You got chastity full strapped or something?" Because on no other terms am I calling you King. Like, legitimately, dog, nah. Especially if I'm going to be feeding your ego like that. And not even like a healthy ego. Dog, you need help. So, it's always hilarious. "Shut up, loser." Ugh, I'm not exactly sure. Kind of giving him a dude. Yeah, I'm going to give Borrow a dude, bro. I think that's the only appropriate voice for Borrow. Let's see. Borrow emerges, sporting a new look. True. Now that I think about it, he is the only one so far of all the teams that we've seen that distinctly went out of their way to edit themselves. Like, everyone else is just wearing a new uniform. But no, Borrow went out of his way and is the only one who actually changed his aesthetics a little bit. That's nice. With the players getting more and more fired up, the match versus BM and Ubers is about to kick off. I see what you did there. Kick off. I see what you ain't slick. You ain't slick, whoever writes this. Is that Kanashiro Sensei too? I forget. I don't know who writes these, because like, notably, these don't appear once again in a similar vein to Seven Deadly Sins, where it has like stuff on the chapter title pages. Once you go to the volumes, those aren't there. Like, I think in the Blue Lock volumes, these aren't here, so I don't know who exactly writes these. Maybe it is. I don't know. I actually haven't picked up a Blue Lock volume, but I don't usually. Maybe they're there, but I don't know. But regardless, I wonder who writes them. Let's see. I put some red highlights in to celebrate my 100 million auction value. You're only worth a paltry 50 million. I'm worth twice as much. That's right. I'm worth twice as much. I'm to you. To you. To you. Okay, as much as I would like, I think Barrow's humongous though. Like, I'm not even the same size as Barrow. I think Barrow's like 6. Actually, Nagi's 6'4", I do believe, and Barrow is shorter than him. So, but still, Barrow's 6'3" and pure muscle. Like, look at Brody. Bro is just casually existing, and he's got the veins on deck. Like, I used to have that, but now I'm working back to it. But my veins are not on deck like that. They aren't popping like that. So Barrow would definitely like mollywop me if we were homies, but still. He'd be a fun, he'd be one of those weird fun guys to be around. Like, you know, he would get into the most, like, unexpected hijinks ever. Like, seeing him bowling. Like, we know that this dude he's, like, big, loud, and arrogant. But when it really comes down to it, he's probably one of the goofiest people you'll ever meet. Like, not only would I not call my friend a king if they told me to call them king, but also I'd probably laugh at them. Because I'd be like, really? Really, dog? This is what you need for your self-validation? Does this make you feel better, bro? It's okay. You can tell me. Does this make you feel better, bro? Like, bro, I can definitely see why he's some people's favorite character. Admittedly, he's calculating. I mean, he's top 5. I'd say he's top 5, but he's not, like, there are characters who consistently circulate around in, like, the top 1 spot or the top 1 through 3, and I don't think Barrow's in there ever. Like, I don't know. He's just not a character that clicked entirely for me, but I can see 100% why he clicks for some characters. Or not characters, some people. I can definitely see that. So I respect all the Barrow fans out there, even though, me personally, he top 5. Top 5. Yeah, I'll give him top 5. Let's see. So annoying. See? He's talking just like me. So annoying. Because that's really what he is, bro. Like, come on now. You can't, like... Obviously, you gotta put respect on his name. Don't get me wrong. Even I'll put respect on his name. Getting a hat trick, admittedly, against, like, a super defensively weak team. Like, who even is the defense on Bachira's squad? Like, him and Otoya? Is that it? Is that all they got? And that one dude who I already forgot the name of? Their defense is booty meat, I bet. So I'm not even gonna give them too much props. But still, Barrow getting a hat trick on his own is very impressive. Having 100 million value is impressive, and presumably he did it with all regular goals. Like, we don't know how that game went. Like, we don't see any of it. But like, Nagi off of 1 goal shot up from 0 to 88 million. So Barrow getting 100 million off 3 presumably repeatable goals. Like, once again, the big issue I have and Ego has, and a lot of people have, not everyone. A lot of people are, meat riding Nagi, but I don't blame me. I was a Nagi meat rider myself. The thing is that the goal that he got is like, you can't do that again. But it seems like Barrow has a solid formula now with his defensive core behind him. So he's good. He's set up well enough that he doesn't necessarily have to worry about anything else other than producing his goal formula, which is really, really good. He is, next to Kaiser, I'd say he's one of the most... Kaiser, Rin, Shido's a bit random with it. Shido can probably reproduce his goals, but he's still, like, weird. I'll talk about Shido in his own video. But in terms of, like, goal efficiency, people who have, like, a strat down, it's Barrow, it's Rin, and then Kaiser, I'd say. Kaiser's probably number 1 with it, just because, like, 300 million, professional player, fastest swing speed in the world, Kaiser impact, like, not even Barrow, the guy arrogant as all get out, has, like, a special name for his shot. And it's not, like, renowned as anything super crazy, it's just impressive. Meanwhile, Kaiser impact is a thing. Like, the world's number 1 striker is like, yeah, bro literally has a faster swing speed than me. Kaiser's a bit unique with it, but Barrow, he definitely up there. I can see why he's worth 100 mil. If he dropped 3 goals on a neo-egotist team's head, even if it is an admittedly defensively weak team, or at least what I would assume is a defensively weak team based on what BM did to him, still impressive. Let's see. Nah, he put it in yesterday. We helped him out. We made him look stylish. Oh, he didn't say still anymore. He says stylish. I like to imagine that each one of them took an individual stripe. They're like, okay, Barrow, hold up your hair. We have the dye. And they just all helped him out with it. That's nice, though. This is a trio. Like, an unexpected trio, but it makes sense. They're the defensive core. It's interesting, though, seeing Ryu go from such a definitive striker, like literally top 3 in blue lock, to a defender. Interesting. But let's see. He said he suddenly wanted to pump himself up. But what is Aiku's voice? Hold on, let me cook. What is Aiku's voice? I can't actually think of a voice for him. I kind of want to give him like a laid back surfer dude voice. Like the way he was treating them women post the U20 match, you know, he definitely like sliding up like that, you know what I'm saying? So hold on, let me see if I can replicate this real quick across this man's happy looking dialogue. He suddenly said he wanted to beat. I can't do it. Sorry. Wait, no, I can do it. He suddenly said he wanted to pump himself up before facing Isagi. You're such a fashionista, right, Baro? Like, I feel like it sounds so similar to the Baro voice that I don't want to call it the Aiku voice, but Baro's more like loud, bombastic dude, bro. Meanwhile, like, you could see Aiku in Hawaii hitting the waves, you know what I'm talking about? He's definitely on something. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, Aiku definitely got a little bit of Shaggy stash, if you know what I'm saying. But let's see. That's not the reason I put it in. I wanted to go for a different look. It's literally the same look with 3 stripes. That's it. Like, it's not, like, you didn't change up anything too fancy. It'd be one thing if you, like, changed your hairstyle or anything like that. But and the thing is, it'd be one thing if he dyed the whole thing over, but you just did 3 stripes. Like, I guess highlights, right? Like, I know people who get highlights in their hair. But still, come on now, dog. Totally like a girl. Nah, dog. Baro, me personally, I wouldn't let that slide. I would not let that slide. And, like, to be fair, it's cool. But I wouldn't let that. If that were me, Ryu and me would have to fight. Like, we pause the game, delay the game as long as you need. We got enough defenders. I'm beating Ryu for that. Bro said, totally like he was a girl the night before a date. Dog. And, like, to be fair, I get it. Like, there's a reason I call it Ragi. There's a reason that Bachira be looking at Isagi the way he do. I'm with you on the Nase fan. The Nase, he was looking at Isagi a certain kind of way. You seen the way Chigiri has made these full-grown men act up? Like, come on now. I'm not even saying it ain't like that, but Baro seems like the only person who'd be 100% against that. Shido's 100% for it. But regardless, let's see. Instead of king, he's now prince. Yo! Nah. I gotta fight you. Good. Okay, good. At least Baro goes to fight. I can't let that Princess Baro. We got a princess in Blue Lock already. That's Shigiri. We got Shigiri. You can't be sliding me into that role. That is crazy. I mean, it's nice. Like, it's good to see that their relationship has developed enough that they're comfortable enough with making these jokes around Baro. Like, beginning of series Baro wouldn't have let this slide in the lighthearted way that he's doing right now. But still, that is crazy. Especially when your whole motif is like being this big, brawly, kingly macho man, and you're getting called a girl before a date night and Princess Baro. That is, and then like his 3 attendants too. It works so well. Shout outs to Nico and Ryu, dog. Shout outs to Nico and Ryu. Shut up, you stupid lowlifes. Princess, he doesn't even care. Nico's goated. He said, "Alright, what you gonna do? Take me out? You know you need the watchtower on deck. You know you need me. We going up against, inarguably, like, outside of Rin. If Shido and Rin have started to work together, they are inarguably the best offensive team. Plus Loki too. Like, if you have all 3 of them on the pitch, it's basically unstoppable in terms of just sheer offense. But, like, either the best or the second best offensive team in the entire league, BM, with Metavision, Isagi, Kaiser, just like flat Kaiser, Yuki Maya, Kunigami, the wild card. Like, you got wild people up against you on BM. So Nico's just so confident, like, you need me. So I will say it no matter what. Stylish choke. Ryu, man, you goated, bro. You goated. I mean, I may need to make an Ryu video. I like, once again, I have a whole, like, 26, now 25, because I did the one Isagi video. But I now have, like, a whole list of Blue Light videos. I'm gonna throw Ryu in there, too. Why not? Let's see. Still can't believe he's now worth 100 million. Yeah, because it doesn't seem like he's changed. Like, notably, Bachira had, like, a similar but slightly different aura about him when he showed up. Obviously, Nagi. But Nagi, then again, the whole the whole Manshine team seemed pretty much the same. It was when they started playing that you saw that real difference. You saw Chigiri being elite with it, Nagi actually making his own plays until he didn't, and then Rayo, you know, fusing the two best players he's ever seen into one. Like, I see that, but Baro, he seems pretty much verbatim the same. It's like he just doubled down. But, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He did score a goal against the U20 team, so makes sense. Anyway, Isagi, the ones who'll be sitting on Blue Lock's throne will be us Ubers. See, look at that. Look at the gains on this man. I hate him. Get him out of here. Get him out. Get Sendo, you ruined it. Sendo, you ruined it. I was vibing so much. Why'd you have to show up, Sendo? Why? Leave. If it wasn't for Igaguri, Sendo, you'd be my least favorite Blue Lock character. You're lucky that stupid monk exists. Sendo, you ain't safe. Sendo. Don't get caught lacking. You better hope Aiku stays at your side at all times. You better hope that Baro's in the vicinity, dog. Because you won't be an ace much longer if you get caught alone with me. No, I'm kidding. But no, whatever. Though I do like the mentality, though, the confidence. So once again, Baro being jacked is all get out. I love how Nico's just being squished. He's such chubby cheeks. But I like it. Bring it on. Let's see who's the last man standing. That's my boy, Isagi. That's my boy. But he is sweating, though. He is low-key sweating, though. So, like, Isagi, why you have to sweat, dog? You ruined the moment. You ruined the vibe, Isagi. You ruined the vibe. Nah, I'm kidding. But still, I like that Isagi's rising up to the challenge. Oh, shoot. Is that, Burasada? It literally says his name right there. But, Buratsuta? I'm not sure how to say his name. I have no idea how to say his name. Hirotoshi. I'll just call him Hirotoshi. Alright, let me, hold on. I need to put, like, bass and girth into my voice. Hold on, let me see. I have to say, I was wrong about you, Ego-chan. Now, notably, I know nothing about Japanese, like, I believe that's called honorifics, like the things you put on the end of people's names. But isn't that typically a feminine honorific, like Chan? But then again, I've seen people call, I'm not sure, but Chan, I feel like it would be Kun or Sama, like, for being honest, because Lord Ego kind of hit, but still, that's crazy. BLTV is simply amazing. The ratings are off the charts, and we're raking in tons of money. Yeah, sure, whatever. Look what I brought. I feel like I'm giving him too, like, epic of a voice, though. I want to give him, like, that face, I want a voice that fits that face. Like, it was like gurgle or something. Let me see. I can't do that. I thought Blue Lock TV. I don't want to give him that voice. That's a voice you give to, but then again, who would give that voice to? Noah. That's about it. I'm not sure who else I give that voice to. I thought Blue. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out this man. He's probably not going to show up again for another like 50 chapters or something. But I do want to give him something. I thought. You're not gonna like this, but I'm gonna do it. I thought Blue Lock, yeah, I know. Sorry. If y'all couldn't tell, I have fun recording these dumb things. Not dumb. I love these. That's why I love doing them. But still, like, this is my pleasure in life. Let's see. I thought Blue Lock TV merchandise was alright. Look at this one. This is Blue Lock Kuma. Otis is something. Let's see. This one here is the Blue Lock. This one here is the Blue Lock. If you squeeze it, it's super squishy. And my personal favorite, this is Blue Lock. Why does that thing look like Tokimitsu? It looks exactly like Tokimitsu. I can't get over that. Blue Lock, what do you think? Rejected. Wow. Nah. Huh? That Blue Lock Kuma is kind of cute. Is that all you came for? If so, please leave. We're busy here. No, don't be like that. The day if you invested a lot in the Blue Lock TV as well. I don't have to remind you of the promise you made when I approved Blue Lock TV. Now do I, Eagle-chan? I think I heard a slight alteration of that voice somewhere, but I'm not exactly sure where I got that voice from. I don't know where exactly I got it from, but it fits him so well. I didn't forget, you money grubbing Tanu. I love how Bachira and Ego both call him that. Now screw off.
No, that's fine. After all, bro, football is business.
Henri, the GOAT. Let's see. No, I can't make. I saw an edit the other day that was so hilarious. It had Nagi and Henri in it. Think about what that means. But regardless. Now, today's match is about to kick off. The Neo Egotist League's match, Ubers versus BM. I still can't get over Uber's formation though, bro. Really? Like, such heavy defense, dog. Let's see. I do have to respect though, like, even though Ego did go out of his way to make a promise to get Blue Lock TV kicked off, he's still like not afraid to disrespect essentially his boss. Like, he signs the checks that Ego gets. If this Ego should get paid for this. So like, he, by doing, like, do you think you would have the nerve to do this to your boss if they came to you with something? Smack them, well, not smack them directly, but smack whatever they were holding out of their hands and mock them, and then proceed to tell them to buzz off? Like, that is, I think, a crazy amount of confidence. It takes a bit of ego, if I do say so myself. I'll be here all week. But regardless, let's see. Baro is kind of good though. I was so tempted. Like, I saw an image from this chapter. I wanted to draw it immediately, but like, there's so many other things I need to draw first. Let's see. Will the $100 million man, not dollar, the 100 million yen man, Baro Shohei, follow up his hat trick with another brilliant performance? Will the Blue Lock Isagi Yoichi, will Mr. Blue Lock Isagi Yoichi score his first goal in the Neo Ego? Like, that is crazy. I forget which live reaction I highlighted before, but the fact that Isagi has not scored since the U20. Dog, it has been 2 whole games. It has been a fourth of the series. Put that into perspective. It has been a fourth of the series since we've seen Isagi score a goal in an actual game. Well, obviously saw him score in the training chapter like 2 chapters ago, but I'm talking about like a real proper goal. Something that he could put on his stat record. It's been that. Yo, why is bro leaping like that? Bro is bouncing. It didn't even look like he squatted into that. Bro is leaping. Isagi, you got bunnies? Isagi, what you got? You got spring? You got springs in them shoes? Springs in them cleats? Bro is moving. He halfway up Kaiser's head. What? Isagi bouncing. Post headache too? Or headbutt? That's bonkers. Isagi got them bunnies on him. Let's see. Or will Kaiser outshine them with all his... Oh, wait. Will Kaiser outshine them all with his devastating Kaiser impact? Like, that's how you know it's top tier. Like, literally, the Blue Lock announcer guy is like Kaiser impact. That's how crazy it is. The world holds its breath as the seconds tick down to kickoff. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shouts to my boy Raichi. Raichi, I need you to shut this man down. Shut him down right now. Let's see. I know what I need to do. I put the necessary work in during training. Kunigami, did you actually help Brody out? Snuffy, why are you built like that, dog? Oh my Lord, he's ugly. Why is he so ugly, dog? He got that schnauzer on him. He got a longer nose than an elephant on him. Bro got a forehead bigger than Planet Vegeta. Bro got eyeliner thicker than my left big toe. Like, legitimately, what? Snuffy, you built mad ugly, dog. You need to put the headband back on. Like, some cover up that chrome dome, dog. What is this? And Noah just chilling. As Noah do, you know. Chad, #1 striker in the world. He just here for the memes. Score goals, defeating Kaiser. All that's left is to prove my theory works in an actual game. Yeah. Oh well, yeah. Kaiser is the striker. I was about to say, why'd you let him lead off? But it makes sense. And they're starting with the ball too. It could get tragic. New padding. Let's see. Let's do it. 100% metavision. I'm going in full throttle from the. Ooh. So he now has black and metavision eyes. That's interesting. That's more akin to the flow states we've seen before. Like, notably, I identify Flow and Blue Lock as the pure black eyes. Like, whenever someone enters that, they're usually, like, going all out. They're in challenge-centered focus. The only issue with that, though, is that we've seen people enter that state without sweating. Like, I consider sweat, like, peak prime focus, but we've seen Kaiser, like, show up in that state, not a single sweat drop on him. But who knows? Maybe that's still Flow. Like, challenge-centered focus could just be that. But still, it's interesting. 100% metavision. And he's going full throttle straight from the start. So he's definitely trained his stamina up. Like, we saw that when he was training with Raichi, but still, the fact that he's whipping out round start, opening the game with 100%, it's a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right there. It's a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Let's see. Okay, Ness and Kaiser, schmovin'. All right, I believe. Where's Baro? Oh, there's Bro. Where is Brody though? That's not him. That's not him. That looks like almost Aiku. There's Sendo. Oh, but they straight weep. Yo, I will admit, as much as unhealthy as their relationship dynamic is, like straight up, Kaiser's manhandling Ness, like quite literally straight up grabbing him and manhandling him. Their efficiency is low-key unmatched. Like, look at the smoothness. Look at the efficiency. Tap, tap, tap. They are schmoving like butter. They are really clean with it. Like, I kind of respect it. I gotta respect it. Let's see. Uber's formation. It's an ultra defensive formation that's tightly packed in the center. And it's currently getting blown through by Kaiser. Kaiser is having a field day right now. Bro is not, once again, look at this. Not even sweating. Bro is casually manhandling individuals. Like, despite not being like a big beefy guy, he wears long sleeves and everything, so we don't know. Maybe his veins are popping out at all times. But bro really is like extremely strong. Bro is holding back these full-grown men with just like you just don't get to do anything if Kaiser's on the field, which is, what's a king to an emperor, know what I'm saying? But let's see. Even if we do manage to shake our marks in 1v1s to prevent us from breaking their formation, they immediately press us with 2 or 3 or even 3 other players. But there's Nico. And are you in the back, my boy? I gotta admit, Kaiser's just mad smooth with it though. Like, despite how like arrogant, rude, disgusting, despicable bro is, he be schmovin'. Like, I can't even knock his hustle. He do be schmovin'. He like to move it. But like straight up, he about that life. They immediately press us with 2 or even 3 players. Nice to meet you. Thanks to you, it seems Isagi Yoichi has gotten stronger. He does not even care. Look at the indifference. Look at the indifference on his face, bruh. Do you think I care? Just look. The guys are legit like, look into my eyes. If you even have eyes. Mosshead, look into my eyes and see if I care. Like, bro is really about that. I love Kaiser's mentality, right? Because at times he's the most arrogant, loudmouth, top of the line, haterade, #1 influencer. But at the same time, he can also just be purely dead serious. Like, once again, I see the mechanical nature that exists within some of the best players in Blue Lock. Like, you see it with Loki, you see it with Noah, you see it when the top players really are in their zone. They aren't openly egotistical. They're just swagging on you, showing the absolute exaggerated swagger as a professional soccer player with just their pure skills alone. Bro doesn't even give Nico the time of day, just casually boots it away. Jump? Are you about to jump? Nah, he weaved his own... What? That is crazy. Never in my day... I don't know. Maybe that's happened before. I just haven't seen it. But he straight jumped over the pass. That's wild. And he like straight bounced it too. Like he hit the whoop. Like he got both legs in the air. He could have just backwards or sidestep. Nah, he straight up announced the play and did it. That's kind of crazy. Ness let the pass go by? Never seen that before. And go. Yes. Dash. Why is he Ness really operating like this? Why he look like he went Super Saiyan here? Is he an Ultra Instinct right now? Bro, he doesn't have the flow eyes though, but he does have that aura exuding from him. Okay, but Grimm is in here. Benedict Grimm? Yes, dash. Ness accelerated. So wait, Ness is going on the offensive? Ness, my boy, did Kaiser really disappoint you like that? Like, nah, there's no way. You built just like Rayo. In fact, I'd say, like, as much as I don't think Rayo and Nagi's relationship is entirely healthy, Nagi never, like, palmed Rayo's skull. He ain't never do that. He ain't never talk about another man right in front of me. Or in front of him. That's not what he did. Ness, is this rebellion, dog? He moved all the way to the front. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that Aiku is like, it looks like at least he's struggling a little bit. He moved all the way to the front. Sendo. See, this is why you're useless, Sendo. But let's see. And shuffle. Grimm with the smoothest center I've seen. Too bad. Oh, okay, so it's a fake out. But that is crazy. The curvature, the arch. Okay, Benedict. Okay, Benedict. I'm just the bait. Why? Why is he snitching on himself though? Like, he a little bit egotistical though. Well, like, why are you snitching on yourself? I'm just okay. And no offense to Nico, bruh, but why do you have Nico of all characters on Kaiser? Like, you have the best defender we've seen in the entire series in Aiku right there, dog. Why is he not on Kaiser? Put Nico up against Ness or something. Put Ryu up against Ness. Anybody. Why Nico? No, bro is literally described as average, even by Ego himself. He's like, bro, you're built small. Why would you put him up against one of the most physically dominant players we've seen? Like, look at Kaiser, bro. Bro has his hand on, like, chill out, Brody. This is not your game. And he's right. Like, I can't even knock Kaiser for this. So good. They broke Uber's formation by making Ness run from the midfield. They created a space for Kaiser to attack. A predictable one-shot, slay, blitz. That is true. Because that's the thing. Kaiser has always played Ness, and presumably the team hasn't watched the replays. They've watched the games, so they know that. So they would be caught off guard by a strategy that utilizes Ness as a fake out because it seems unpredictable, unexpected. And Kaiser, with his off-the-ball movements, you know, he liked that. Let's see. Why is bro built like that? Why is everyone on Ubers ugly? Am I rude? Is that too rude? Was that too honest? Is that too real? Why is he built like that? Why? What is that? What is that on the back of your neck? What is that on the back of your neck? No, never in my days. Never in my days am I getting an open mouth on the back of my neck. And he has it proudly displayed too. His cut is there to emphasize it. What? Never in my days. Never in my days of existence, bro. What? You know, Michael. You hit him with a Michael. He didn't even call him Kaiser. He hit him with a Michael. But dog, what? Why is he built like that? He got that ugly tattoo. He got that ugly long arm. He got that ugly long leg. He got that ugly. He's just ugly. He's ugly. Okay, so to be fair, I saw this. Like, the reason I could reference it in the intro, despite not reading the chapter yet, is because I saw the design everywhere over all social media platforms. But still, like, Brody, I've been seeing people saying his design is heat. It's hot, all right. Hot garbage. Like, what is this, man? Bro was built ugly. But it looks like he caught Kaiser off guard. That's the first time we've seen Kaiser, like, actively shocked, except for, like, when he faced off against the second best striker in the world. So, okay. It's so tiny, I can't read it. Hold on, let me zoom in. You're now worth 300 million. Guess that makes you the ace. He stopped it. He cut off the pass with pinpoint accuracy. Amazing. So, he's the heartbeat of Uber's defense. Like Kaiser, named to be the next generation's World 11. Don Lorenzo, the Ace Eater. He even has a sus name. The Ace Eater? The Ace Eater? What you eat from them, dog? What you be munching on? You be munching on their balls? I swear I'm an adult. I'm sorry. But still, bro's neck is longer than the Eiffel Tower, bro. Look at his neck. Look at bro's. Okay. I will admit the goal is kind of flashy though. He really got the teethers on him. He really got the whole mouth. The whole mouth lit up. Like, I wonder how much he's worth. Don Lorenzo, the Ace Eater, bro. The ball muncher himself. Dog, that is... But crazy, he's the heart of Uber's defense, not Aiku. Has Aiku been power crept already? Bro was OP in the last arc, but did he already get power crept? That's wild. And he's struggling against net. Yo, low-key, Aiku got power crept already. That's crazy. Despite not revealing his full strength, he's still suppressed. He single-handedly shut down Kaiser's blitz attack. Standing in front of BM's way is an impregnable Uber's defense, spearheaded by the generation's strongest. Oh, what? The generation's strongest. Oh, the generation's strongest defender. I thought they were just calling him the generation's strongest. Scaling above Kaiser round start is crazy. But let's see. The generation's strongest defender, Don Ace Eater Lorenzo. Delicious. Yo, he and Shido best friends. He and Shido best friends. They be talking. They be ringing up each other's phones. I know it. I know it for a fact. Because there ain't no way. There ain't no... But then again, you know, like, all Blue Lock is devouring each other. Like, me personally, one of my friends came up to me, another full-grown man, and was like, I'm gonna devour you. Like, really, dog? Really? Like, really? But still... Yeah, it's peak. Did you expect anything else? There's a reason I call it peak lock. Like, straight up, I am hold on, B. I am this close. This close. Yes, my fingers are touching. I am that close to just naming all the reviews peak lock instead of blue lock because of course it's peak. Now, you may be wondering, Pencil, you can say it's peak, but why is it peak? Elaborate. Tell me. And I can tell, and let me tell you why. So the reason that peak lock is in fact peak is one, I really like the interaction between Baro and Isagi for one. You know, these two guys, they go way back, way back. This is a rivalry that was born, or not even a rivalry. This is a connection that was forged in Isagi's first real game in Blue Lock. Like, his first encounter was against Baro, and Baro styled on him. And this is a rivalry that we've seen evolve, change, destroy. These two have had such heavy influences on each other that seeing them interact in this lighthearted and goofy way, it shows how far they've come, and even on a subconscious level, how much respect they have for each other. Number two, seeing Baro is always cool. He's a neat guy. Three, I love seeing the interactions, the connections that Baro has forged with characters that you wouldn't think Baro would have forged bonds with, like Aiku, Ryu, Nico, a whole bunch of characters that I thought I would never see having this kind of interaction with Baro. I really like that. It's really neat to see. I'm glad that they're, ironically enough, family enough. Like, they have this nice camaraderie to them. Seeing the beginning of the game is always cool. Getting this hint, there's another promise that Ego made to Burosata at the start of, I keep calling him Burosata, but I don't think that's his name. The promise he made to Hirotoshi, apparently at the start of Blue Lock TV, we don't know what that is, but that's being alluded to. We already know he made an original promise way back when, which was to produce a master striker from Japan. That was the initial promise made at the start of the series. But there's another promise that was made specifically before Blue Lock TV. We don't know it. I don't think we do. So getting it hinted at that is really cool. I like seeing the two, the pseudo rivalry born between these two is also interesting. More Henri is always peak, because Henri's peak. Then we get to see Isagi with the bunnies. You know, Isagi with the bunnies is crazy. But the main thing we get to see here is Mark Snuffy's ugly mug. I'm sorry, bro. I'm going to keep clowning on him. But with that being the case, 100% Metavision Isagi is also pretty crazy. I won't lie to you. Obviously, seeing Ness and Kaiser just be purely efficient, giving Grimm some more characterization, and having him show up and show out, I really like that. Seeing Ness in this faux striker format, I really like it. It shows that Ness can perform multiple roles. He's not just a feeder. I mean, he is, but he's not. Like, he can prove to be a threat to the point where Aiku needs to be on him. Seeing Grimm with the some of the smoothest curvature, the smoothest centering I've ever seen, and obviously the ball muncher, the meat muncher himself, the true meat muncher of Blue Lock, Don Lorenzo, the ace eater. As much as I clown on his design, as much as I can't get over how long and elongated he is, seeing another new Gen 11, we didn't get that in either of the previous two games that I think about that. We've just had Kaiser in terms of the new Gen 11. So Manshine and Barcha are missing one. But here we have it. And he's not just a new Gen 11 in terms of a striker. He's a new Gen 11 in terms of defending, which is something that we haven't necessarily seen before. Expanding on defense is something that's pretty much unheard of in Blue Lock, and seeing a new character who focuses entirely around that, really cool. And he has the golds. I respect the golds. However, that's what I think. Please let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure the notification bells miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon down below. Each result as one down a month. And this is videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Now, thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil. Come here. Writing off.